for your arraignment on a charge of driving under the influence that's alleged by the state to have occurred today. Ms. Moore.
Your Honor, Mr. Parker came and spoke with folks this morning, and he did, Ms. Bolin has been advised of her rights. I believe she understands them. Mr. Parker indicated she had no questions. We will not be contesting probable cause for today's purposes only. I would ask that the court appoint my office going forward, and I would ask that the court enter a plea of not guilty on Ms. Bolin's behalf.
All right, Ms. Bolin, I'll enter that not guilty plea to the charge of DUI. Appoint the public defender to represent you. And what's the state's position on conditions?
Your Honor. Your Honor, the state's going to be asking for $500,000 cash or bond, plus the heightened DUI conditions to include pretrial services, scram and ignition interlock device. Ms. Bolin has 2 prior DUIs within 3 years, or within, since 2019. One out of Georgetown, Texas, where there was a conviction in 2021, and one out of San Antonio, Texas in 2021, where there was a conviction in 2022. Obviously, there's some substantial community safety concerns, given the fact that Ms. Bolin is here around 6 years later on her 3rd DUI. Clearly, Ms. Bolin hasn't gotten the hint that either alcohol or driving or both is the issue here. Due to the immense community safety risks, the state believes that no lesser amount of bail would be appropriate in ensuring the community safety risk that the state has.
Was this an alcohol-related offense?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Ms. Moore?
Your Honor, obviously I am aware of the same things that the state is. I understand this is not a PR situation, but I would ask that the court impose no more than $5,000 bail. Any amount is going to be not bail, is going to be at least a challenge, if not unbailable, for Ms. Bolin. She is entitled to the presumption of release as well as to the presumption of bail, or as well as to bail, and holding her on $500,000 would be tantamount to a no bail hold. Frankly, holding her on $50,000 would be a tantamount to a no bail hold. So that's why the request for no more than $5,000. I understand the safety concerns and would have no objection to heightened DUI conditions, but that bail, I think, would just be excessive.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, 2 prior DUIs within a short period of time like that is certainly cause for concern. Public safety is definitely at risk when you consider that. But you know, as bad as it is, it's something that, you know, we've certainly seen in the past, and not as extraordinary as I think maybe the request for bail reflects. So I think a more reasonable amount of bail, given her situation with her priors, is $10,000. Conditions of release, though, will be: don't violate the law, don't drive without an interlock, don't go to bars or taverns, don't drive without a license and insurance, don't consume any alcohol, marijuana, or non-prescribed drugs, and don't refuse a breath test. And then I'll also require pretrial services supervision with a SCRAM substance monitoring bracelet, and that'll be on the SCRAM program.
Thank you.
All right, and then we'll get a pretrial set now. Ms. Bolin, do you think it's pretty likely that you'll still be in custody for your pretrial hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let's get a couple of weeks for pretrial.
Can I just sit this out in jail? I don't have the money or resources or the next 10 years to do this again.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set February 5th as your date for a pretrial hearing. No, it's probably 9 o'clock. All right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks, Ms. Bolin. Yes, indeed. Okay, I thought I saw the other jail on, but oh, there we go.
So thank you, Your Honor.
We're going to go over to the Nisqually jail now, and